Have a really good ride.
My name is Nathanael. Hi, Bear. I am the brother of Gabrielle of Internal Object. Ow! And my sister has asked me to talk to you guys about psychedelics. So I have been doing a PhD project, and this is my first year, and the PhD is called Deconstructing the Soul. The project is a post-colonial study examining the history and philosophy of psychedelics through ethnographic and computational methods. So some say that we are in the midst of a psychedelic renaissance. But what does this mean? What this means is there's very few institutions that have the intellectual property and ethical clearing to conduct new psychedelic research. While a number of studies have shown that psychedelics can be effective in treating mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression, little attention has been paid to the history or context of psychedelics. The psychedelic market is estimated to be worth over $10 billion within the next 5 years. And with that will bring new forms of exploitation and appropriation of local knowledge. It is in this regard that I would like to tell you a story. In 1955, Robert Watson, the former vice president of JP Morgan, traveled to Mexico in search of Los Niños Santos, which translates to the Holy Children in Mazatec. After much searching, Watson met the Mazatec ritual healer Maria Sabina in Mexico, who agreed to perform rituals and prayers for free to Watson. Watson claimed there is no indication that any white man had ever attended a session of the kind that we were going to describe, nor that white man had ever partaken of the sacred mushroom under any circumstance. This was a lie. Half a millennium prior, Spanish missionaries had accounted for sacred rituals associated with a range of plants, animals, and fungi during their colonization of South America. Nonetheless, the claim formed a strategic narrative that reinforced the tropes of terra nullius, a Latin term meaning nobody's land. The terra nubis has been used as law for the colonization of Australia. Such framings of intellectual encounters by way of an untouched primal experience with the lands and customs of indigenous others have historically served to legitimize claims of discovery and novelty central to colonization agendas. Watson published his work in Life magazine and later a book. Modern civilization took notice of magic mushrooms. Indeed, and within 2 years of the story's publishing, psilocybin, the main active compound for mushrooms, was isolated, characterized, synthesized, and named by the Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann at the Sandoz Pharmaceutical Company. And the psychedelics era supposedly began. Due to the popularity of the book of Watson, won recognition and worldwide prestige for discovering the sacred ceremony. In contrast, Maria Sabina was shamed for disclosing indigenous wisdom and secrets. She was not acknowledged for her expertise, and intense anger was directed towards her by her community. Unknown people burned down her house. A drunken man shot at her and murdered her son. And in 1985, she died. As dramatically as this. She could be. And in 1985, she died in impoverished conditions without being appropriately credited for her contributions to psychedelic research. Moving forward, I have been in a very lucky position to be working with a post-colonial group to try and understand and try and navigate the realm of psychedelics today. And we are working on 3 projects. This is patent surveillance. This is a computational tool which captures all the patents being requested for psychedelics. This tool is used to understand the networks and institutions who are requesting patents. We hope that this tool will be useful for lawyers and researchers to act fast if they spot unethical or unreasonable patents of psychedelics. We will also be using natural language processing of old colonial text. This is the Florentine Codex. So in Aztec communities, all their sacred texts were burnt when they got colonized. But there are a few sacred texts that we still have. So we're using this text to provide a richer history of early ethnobotanical and ethnobotanical accounts of psychedelic plants. Finally, we'll be conducting questionnaires with Western researchers regarding their understanding of psychedelics. In the end, we want to try and make a more fair and just world where psychedelics can exist. We now got Skitter.